Hi Doug, it was great seeing you from the lesson, and hopefully the swing and the bad shots are a little bit clearer now as to where they come from. I've just kind of synchronised these swings. Actually, they're not quite in sync, but we'll get the picture anyway. So essentially, it's the before and after. Before on the left hand side, after on the right. So as I was saying, so much of the issues come from the steepness and the severity of the downswing, which is going to cause a couple of bad shots. Namely, either a very, very deep divot or backing away and topping the ball, trying to avoid the divot, essentially. So trying to create some shallowness to the angle of attack, trying to round the backswing a little bit more, and we've changed a couple of key things. In this setup position on the right, I've brought the right foot, dropped it back slightly and turned the right toe out to allow for a bit more hip rotation on the right side. Also, of course, the ball positions had to come back in the stance ever so slightly to match the flatter swings. Let's just have a look at these two swings. So you can see nicely underneath the plane line on the right hand side, and you can just see here on the before swing you're slightly underneath the plane line, but of course let's see what happens here into the downswing. So as we're getting into the downswing on the after swing, you can see the club is now tracking slightly underneath the plane and hitting ever so slightly from the inside, which is allowing you to actually hit down and through the ball and open the chest through impact in order to kind of compress the back of the ball, if you like. If we have a look on the before swing, there's such severity and steepness to the downswing, you can't hit down and through the ball because of course you've just hit it straight into the ground essentially. So of course you have to back away from the shot and not use the body too much just to make some kind of reasonable contact. So yeah, you started hitting some really nice shots towards the end. Very much got the feeling of this shallowness to the angle of attack and this rounding of the golf swing. And felt like you were getting on with it pretty well actually. As I was saying to you before, it's your ability to recover from a fairly poor position which stands you in good stead. If we can just make that poor position a little bit better and still make the most of your ability to get back into an okay position, then we can take your golf game to much better places. So yeah, hopefully you've had a good chance to have a bit of practice with it, and let me know how you've been getting on.